I'm Brad, and I've been a tour guide for nearly 10 years. It's been my pleasure to show the best that my country has to offer to the hundreds of guests I've hosted over the years. Now you get to be my guest as I take you on an eco tour of paradise. Hey guys, what's up? It's Brad here again for another very interesting and insightful episode of Brad's Bahama Eco Trip. Now this time, guys, we're in Jonestown, okay, in an area that we call Josie Cave, okay. This settlement is located on the western end of the island of Grand Bahama, and it's a very culturally rich place in the fact that it's the most populated settlement in the Bahamas, and it's comprised of several settlements all side by side. Now, 8 Mile Rock gets its name because of its 8 miles of rocky coastline, and most of the settlements carry the last name of the most prominent families at the time. So Hannah Hill, Martintown, Hepburntown, Bartlett Hill, and so forth. And where we are right now is Josie Cave. Now, Josie Cave is a cave that was used a number of years ago, allegedly, to take refuge from storms. But it also features a freshwater hole that we're going to take a look at, a freshwater cave. So just at the entrance here, we have a few points of interest. Some of this we might have covered before. This one would be the wild mimosa. Right next to it is the Jamaican dogwood. Both trees have what's known as the Linotropic polyacetylenes. I mentioned that in the previous segment. These are chemical compounds that protect the tree from other competing vegetations. They act as a herbicide, if you will, to sort of prevent other trees from getting too aggressive within the vicinity. And over here we have the notorious Brazilian pepper, very aggressively growing tree, especially where there's fresh water present. And we are in a small environment of blackland coppice. Blackland coppice, again, is all the hardwood trees that grow directly out of the dark soil that's produced from the array of vegetation dropping its leaves down and forming a dark, nutrient-rich humus. So an average square mile of blackland coppice generally has about 100 different plants, trees, and shrubs a square mile. Right here we have what's known as the lancewood tree, and then a mahogany right after it, and Switenia mahogany. We discussed that on one of our earlier videos, and its medicinal use. The bark is called Madeira bark, and that's used in medicinal tea. And of course, mud vine, a parasitic vine that wraps itself around its host plant, drawing sustenance but keeping the host plant alive. And wild sage. Now, wild sage can be used for cooking, but wild sage is also a treatment for skin conditions. When boiled into boiled and then allowed to cool off, you can put it in your bath water and it will soothe the itching of skin conditions and prevent scarring. So things like chickenpox, shingles, psoriasis, you can take a bath made from the wild sage. We even have, a little mango tree growing there. I believe there's about 9 species of mango that you can find that can grow in the Bahama region. And the gumbo limbo. Gumbo limbo is known as the tourist plant, and that got that nickname simply because of the fact that the bark peels. And the peeling of the bark does resemble sunburn. And right here we have some wild coffee, Psychotria nervosa. We also have the pigeon plum, the coco loba, diversifolia, and the poisonwood, Metopium toxiferum. Now we all know that poisonwood is a do not touch, one of those types of vegetations because of the oil it releases, urushiol, that attacks the sebaceous glands and can cause some very itchy rashes. Now, it is also very contagious, so any vegetation that you see with the black spots all over it, very dark green glossy leaf, you just want to be on the safe side and not touch it. Our poisonwood does grow to a 45-foot tall tree, and there are orange markings on the trunk as the tree gets taller. Now, the way the story of Josie Cave goes is that Josie, one of the locals in the area a long time ago, led a few of his family members and neighboring community members to take refuge in this cave during a hurricane. At least that's the local legend. And caves like this are all too common in the Bahamas. It's just that most of them are below sea level, so they will be filled with water. But in the case of Josie Cave, we have an area that it's a dry limestone cave. Now, these areas would be home to different types of snakes. We have over 10 species of snake, as well as crabs, definitely birds, frogs, and a few other smaller mammals such as rodents, and also your occasional raccoons. Now, right over here we have a banyan tree. It's in the ficus family, very strong roots. These trees tend to be epiphytic. They can grow from a host plant and shoot roots down to the ground, where they will eventually stabilize themselves and grow into a tree that eventually dwarfs and strangles the host tree, hence the name strangler fig. I'm glad I got to share this part of my home with you. If you've enjoyed the tour, be sure to click the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you on our shore soon.